Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. We're excited today. We're celebrating with a star of our show who's done us all proud. We're very, very proud to have him on the show today. As you know, recently we added a new member to the team, Vaz, who takes care of our aerospace sector. Anything EVTOLs and a bit of space thrown in there as well. And we've been talking about vertical aerospace. He's got a great passion for this particular stock and company. He talks to everybody. He gets on the ground. He's in contact with the companies. And he brought us news before anyone. And it was even before it was news itself. And he brought it to you. And you've been able to make quite a bit of money. Shall I explain exactly? We brought you this news when it was around about the 5 something. So around about here, we brought you this news and told you what was going to happen. Vaz made his predictions, and lo and behold, it happened. So we've got him on the show today. We're going to be talking vertical aerospace. Straight after today's live show, we're going to go straight into the closing bell. We'll ring the bell. Looking forward to tomorrow's NVIDIA Day tomorrow. It's going to be a huge event tomorrow. So join us for that. But right now, without further ado, with great pride and excitement to bring on the show today, here he is, the man of the hour. Vaz, how are you, mate?
I'm buzzing.
You are buzzing. You are buzzing, yeah. And you deserve it. It's absolutely great. Thank you so much for your work. You put a lot of work and effort into your research, and it all paid off. So let's bring it up on the screen. We've got quite a bit to show. Should I show everybody the video first? Would you like to talk over that?
No, let's show the newsletter first. We talk through it, and then when we build up a bit of suspension.
Right. Okay. So absolutely right. So we brought you this a few days ago. For those who don't know, we now have our very own news source. So we do our own research. Yes, we still look on Bloomberg and CNBC and anybody else that will provide. I think I'm going to sneeze live on the show. Yeah. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Through television, we've got the old, the sneeze camera. Sorry about that, folks. Here's a little top tip for you as well. When you're young and your granddad sneezes really loud, do you remember that? Like ridiculously loud. You go, why are you doing that? There's no need for that. Because when you're younger, it's very quiet. And it used to be like that until I hit my mid-50s. And now that was a quiet one. I'd bring the house down. And I used to think people did that from sort of effect and some kind of like, look at me, I can sneeze. No, you just can't help it. As you get older, it gets louder. I don't know why. My ears are getting longer. My air's coming out my ears, from my head, out my nose, and now I'm sneezing like a flipping horse. I don't know why. Anyway, you're not here for that. Let's talk about it. So we have a newsletter. So we do our own news. Sensei is working behind the scenes all day. It's his full-time job now. He's working right at this moment, preparing our events for tomorrow, which is going to be NVIDIA, the charts, the news, and so on and so forth. And in this particular case, Vaz was doing all the research, and then it was compiled for the newsletter and so on and so forth, and we brought it all to you. So I'm going to show you this. Now, if you want to get access to our newsletter, which I'm sure you will, I will put in the chat. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I shall, where is it? I shall put it right there. There in the chat for you. There you go. I'll put it a couple of times so you can see it come up. Right. This is the newsletter, and the information was provided by Vaz and compiled by Sensei for Sensei's Insights. So you might want to subscribe to this and get this. It's very inexpensive. What you're getting here is better value than you'll see anywhere else for news like this. So Vaz, you can see it on the screen. What are we looking at? What would you like to focus on today?
Well, this contains all the findings, all the research, all the footwork I've done around it. Basically, we were able to dig deep in depth. That we are so deep that we have the actual timeline of the actual flight. So Thursday night, I was up till 2 o'clock in the morning just to make sure I've got the information out to everyone on my X. And then the next day we compile this into the newsletter. We are basically explaining that vertical aerospace have commenced quietly without any announcement. They have commenced their third phase of their piloted test flights. And yeah, we were here first. And
what section should I go to on the newsletter? Because it is amazing to show everybody. Tell me where you'd like to go.
Yeah, so we are. If you look in there, I was able to identify all the aircraft involved as well. There were actually 2 runs. The first run was just past 5 o'clock in the morning local time, and that was with their training aircraft, which you have just your mouse over it. That CEGI, that Vance RV8.
Yeah.
So there was a dry run of the sequence, and then almost dead on hour later, they did the actual flight.
Wonderful stuff.
I just want to pinpoint this because in the footage, in the video, we're gonna see this very aircraft I've pinpointed.
Should we go to that? Should we go to that clip now?
No.
Oh, you're waiting for that. Oh, I see. We'll scroll down. Why the test matters, and I know you wanted to share particularly. These are all the prices. We're giving you all the time the prices so you can trade this effectively. The flight sequence. This is something you wanted to show us, isn't it?
Yes. This is the dry run flight, minute by minute, per aircraft as well. So that the info is so thorough that it tells you what aircraft did what at each time. And then if you scroll a bit further down, there is a map. Well, this is the actual. Yeah, there's a map. Few screenshots, but if you go back up again, there's the actual flight. So the whole sequence started 8 minutes past 6 in the morning. I know it's supposed to be UCT. I just copied and pasted. My fault. It was a bit late to change it.
No worries at all.
UCT, not UTC. But we have the whole sequence. And maybe if you just want to show the video now.
Wonderful. Great research. This wasn't even news. This wasn't available. You did this groundwork on the ground. Okay, let me go to this video. We're going to mute it because there's music, and maybe you want to talk over this, Vaz, as we show you the craft. What an amazing day it was. Here we go.
So there was a TV crew involved. You obviously see some amazing footage from the TV helicopter. There is a helicopter following the actual aircraft. This is the VX4. Vertical Aerospace's EVTL aircraft is the first piloted aircraft they have, and now it's taking off wing-borne. So that means the aircraft moves as the original fixed wing aircraft. There we go. She's in the air now, and it's followed along the way with a chase helicopter. So this helicopter is providing you visual confirmation whether, as you can see in there, whether everything is okay, if the aircraft reacts and responds the way it should be. You can see the rear rotors are locked. That's to reduce drag. So we are using just the 4 front ones. And that's Simon Davies, Si, as they call him. That's the chief test pilot for Vertical Aerospace. Massive success. It's fairly complex maneuver for the aircraft as well. And we know that Archer Aviation were promising to carry out this about a week after the same week after their earnings call, and they never did. So Vertical Aerospace, who have much smaller balance sheet and much lower operational cost, actually beat the market leader to it. That's why it's significant.
So there we go. And the rest is history, right? If you bought this when we brought this information, this is the purpose and the power of the newsletter and the reporters and Sensei and Vaz together. You are able to get this information around the $5. Of course, you could have been in below there, but at $5, and now we're up at 607, 10% today, 9.99%. Sorry, this week, I beg your pardon, 9.9% this week. Well, Vaz, I mean, it goes without saying, congratulations. I'm so proud of you and what you've done, and only in the few months you've been on the show. So what comes next, in your opinion?
In my opinion, the stock has been building a momentum. It's steadily growing. It's not volatile as it used to be before. I don't think we will see any massive swings. You as an investor have still great entry point, but I would probably refer to Sensei. Going forward, they will be flying I wouldn't be surprised if we see from next week flight every single day, because they have only one test aircraft. They can carry out probably 1, maybe 2 flights a day at a push, because they need to recharge the batteries. But yeah, so they need to make the most of it. So I think I wouldn't be surprised if from next week we're gonna see every single day. And obviously, if you see if it's happening, guess who's going to bring you the information? Just saying.
We all know, right? This is great. So how long can once that craft's in the air, how long can it fly for? Because this is fully electric. This is not a hybrid, right? This is the fully electric version.
That's fully electric, yeah.
Yeah. How long can it fly for?
It depends what maneuvers you are carrying out, how you fly the aircraft. The claimed operational range is about 100 miles. So I would say half an hour easily.
Okay. And I would imagine the most energy intense part is getting off the ground, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming just like normal aircraft, once you're up in the air, I mean, they often say planes are happier in the air, they're safer in the air than they are sat on the ground, right? There's a lot of stress on the wings when they're on the ground. They flex. As they get up in the air, everything sort of just sits there, and it's where it was designed to be, right? So I'm assuming once they get up to a certain height, it's a lot more efficient. It's just getting off the ground and getting moving and getting that air over the wings to create lift. Is that how it works with electric craft? The same as Yeah.
Get the aircraft in motion, and until it takes off, it's
I'm assuming that these vehicles, these aircraft can't go as high as a jet, or can they?
Well, they don't have to really, because they are designed for shorter trips.
Okay.
So
they're not going to spend half an hour getting up. They just want to get off the ground and go straight, and they're quite low to the ground, right?
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough. Do you ever see a time though where you could get giant Boeing-sized versions of this, where all the wings are covered in solar panels, and they basically fly across the Atlantic?
Maybe.
Yeah.
There have been some projects with solar-powered electric aircraft, but it's still in early stage. The solar panel efficiency is not big enough. The batteries, obviously, the bigger capacity, the heavier they are. It will probably be hybrid power unit rather than pure electric.
Yeah. Well, fascinating. So what comes next for the whole eVTOL space now? What's the next event we should be looking for?
Well, I think ACHR, they have the ball in their court now with their piloted flights. If they don't carry out any piloted flights, the investors will start losing patience and the bubble will start bursting a bit. We had ACHR now in Abu Dhabi doing presentation. That will be the first operational flights in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. So Emirates, that will be the first airspace where we see the eVTOLs being operational. But currently, I can't predict anything. It's just everyone is in testing phase now, if they are, and they are just doing best they can.
So, in your opinion, because I don't know anyone who can tell me more about this space than you, if you're an investor, why would you be interested in investing in this when we already have helicopters and planes and we have airlines we can invest in? What does this do differently than a regular plane? And we already know that airlines aren't the best investment. They're very hard to make money by owning Boeing or American Airlines and so on and so forth, British Airways. So what makes this different? Why should we be investing in this, in your opinion?
Multiple reasons. First one, right off the top, is safety. If you look at your traditional helicopter, it's got only one, maybe two rotors. If that fails, it's very difficult to carry out the emergency landing safely. Whilst, as you can see, if you can bring up the footage again,
the video, sure. Yeah,
you have 8 rotors on this aircraft. It depends on the design, on the manufacturer, but you have from 4 all the way up to 24 rotors. So if one of these fails, the others can just take over and either finish the flight or carry out emergency landing. Second is definitely the operational cost. because the maintenance is much lower. You are just using electricity. You're not using any fuel. Another benefit, I already said safety. I've lost my trail.
No, not at all. I'm assuming then, because the reason I asked you, it was a kind of loaded question. First of all, when you talk about efficiency, if you've got an airline like, let's say we're talking about vertical aerospace, and let's imagine they've got a whole fleet of these. I'm assuming because they're electric, they can invest in solar powered farms, and they could have, we're seeing now it flying above all those fields. They could have all those fields covered in solar panels, theoretically, providing the power to charge up their battery. So theoretically, they could have no fuel costs at all. I know that my house in England is like that. It doesn't cost me anything. It runs for free. So technically, they just cover the field in panels and they charge their planes up. That's one thing. But also, I'm aware of, and I've learned this through you, that like most innovative sciences, like the rocket industries, and I believe this, and you'll correct me if I'm wrong, but they have to have a much higher safety standard than regular planes. I think regular planes, something like 1 in a million is acceptable. This is 1 in a billion. Have I got that right?
Yes, that's correct. Vertical aerospace are targeting the safety standard in particular. As you said, chance 1 in a billion for a critical failure for flight hour. So that you can't get any higher in a civil aerospace.
No. Which gives us as investors a safe haven, a safe place to invest in. If you're buying it, you're investing in it because you think that the business is going to do well and there's a need for it, not having to worry about it crashing because we have an answer. It's not like before we had planes and then the Wright brothers came along. There were people dying left, right, and centre. It was a very dangerous thing to do. People were dying all over the place. Let me just clear the notifications. Thank you, Quan Tran. Just became a bronze member. Thank you so much indeed. So we know that we know that when planes came out, there was a very, very bad safety record. People were dying all the time. It was a very risky thing to do. Whereas because we now have a technology like that, we have that problem solved. We can go around the world with normal planes. We don't need nothing new. If we have something new, it has to be better. It has to be safer. It has to be more efficient and more cost effective, more reliable, and so on and so forth. So because we're a disruptor, we're coming to a new space, it has to be reliable above all else. Because if it's not, no one's going to bother with it. You know, it's why it's taken so many years for Virgin Galactic space to get off the ground, because it's still regarded as extremely risky and no one's prepared to risk, you know, their investment or their lives on it. So someone's in the chat saying it only takes, you know, one. I think someone says not to spoil the party, but does it take one nasty accident and the Bureau of Aviation could cancel the whole project? I would have thought that would be very. That would be very likely if there was a major catastrophe with people on it, which is why they have to have these higher levels of standard and service so that doesn't happen. And what's the track record been like? Oh, this is their first flight, isn't it?
It's their first wing-borne piloted flight. They have carried out thrust-borne. That means the aircraft acted like a helicopter or a large drone.
Right.
They used to have remotely controlled aircraft, but they actually crashed it. It happened already, and they have learned so much from it. That's why they claim now they are obsessed with safety.
Yeah.
So
I'd imagine.
Yeah, you don't want to put your test pilot in the aircraft you are not confident about.
No. So always amazing. I always wonder how much a test pilot gets paid for a first time go on something. But of course, before he went up in the air, this you know, the craft has been tested in wind tunnels, and it's simulated flying, right? The engines are running, motors. The motors are spinning, the propellers are going around. They're not just guessing. They're just hoping it works when they go up in the air, right?
Yeah, they started with tethered flights first. So the aircraft was actually roped to the floor, so it can't tip over, it
Ah,
can't fly away.
right. There you
So that
go.
was the first phase. Then the second phase was untethered, where the aircraft was moving like a drone. And now they are more confident with the performance of the aircraft, and they are more confident in its capability. So they are
Yeah.
doing much more complex maneuvers.
This is great. So, wrap this up. What comes next? What are we looking out for now? There's quite a few in the space. We've got vertical aerospace. We've got Joby. We've got Archer Aviation. I'm sure there's more. Which ones are you focused on, or all three?
Well, I will try to give more airtime to Joby because we've been neglecting it, and I think they have much better potential, or they have much better results and fundamentals than Archer. Archer is a lot of is hype and emotional stock, whilst Joby is just there and delivering every day. And I actually have got a couple of insiders, if you will, I'm talking to, and I would like to bring them on the show potentially.
Brilliant.
So there's a
Brilliant.
lot of work for me for next month.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know about my ventures. I will tell you
Yeah.
some news after the show as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, next
Yeah.
month will
There's
be
much
very
more
busy for
coming,
me.
isn't there?
Yeah.
You did mention vertical aerospace in those two. Is this your least favorite then? Vertical?
Vertical is my most favorite.
Sorry. You said Joby. You was your.
Yeah, sorry, Joby. Vertical aerospace is my favorite. Joby, they have been delivering the best value currently, or they have the most success with their testing and with their fundamentals.
But you still prefer vertical.
Yeah,
Why is that?
definitely. Well, it's their business model because they are much more efficient. They can deliver European EVTOL for much less than the American companies. They are not trying to chase the market leaders. They are just there delivering within their capabilities, within their balance sheet.
If you only invested in one, which one would you invest in?
Probably this one.
Vertical.
It's a bit risky at this point. It's still a bit risky because they need to get their balance sheet sorted. But as long as they have their finances sorted, the company seem to be on a very right track.
Vaz, thank you very much. Is there any final thoughts you'd like to leave the audience with?
The only way is up.
Vaz, thank you for calling in. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Martyn.
It's my absolute pleasure. There's Vaz live on the show today. Now, let me just show you how you can speak directly to Vaz, how you can get the news and all the rest of it. Let me show you. So if I put in the chat right now, if I give you the link to my X, there's my X and Instagram. If you go to my X, this is my X here, you will see I only follow 3 people. Click on who I'm following. I follow myself, the music side of me, my personal side, the real me, if you like. Then there's Sensei for our charts and technicals. And then there's Vaz. So you can follow the whole team. So when you follow me, then follow the whole team. You've got everybody then in your basket, and we'll all support you. All right. And when you go to Vaz, you can see he's got all the EVTOL information you could ever wish to get. But if you want to know how to trade this and make money from it, and also receive this news in a much more complex way that you can't get on X. Obviously, you can't have on X what you can have in a full, multi-page newsletter. Then that's where Vaz with Sensei comes in, because Sensei will work with Vaz and compile newsletters. Now, the newsletter we were showing you a few seconds ago, as you can see, it's very complex. You've got the flights, you've got charts, you've got technicals, and Sensei will go out of his way and do charts for you, finding the buy zone, sell zone, support levels. So with our service, you're getting the experts on the ground researching. You did hear that Vaz was sort of alluding to a bit more of a surprise coming up. He may be going to places. He could be our roving reporter. You'll hear about more of that in due course. But he will research, come back to the office, send in the information to Sensei. We curate our newsletter, which is here. And on our newsletter, you will see the links to all of our stuff. You can leave a comment. You can vote in polls. You can make a discussion. So I'm going to give you an example. I can say, I'm loving it. There you go. There's my catchphrase. Loving it in the post. That will be part of the newsletter. You see that there. Loving it. I'm an author as well. You see there me just on there on the screen. I like that. And Sensei will provide all the charts for you and the buy zones and you name it. And it also links as well when you get the report to the video that it was talking about. So you can watch the video as well as the show notes, the charts, the links to everybody. You got the whole communication around it. Now, once you've studied the stock and you know all about it and you've spoken to Vaz or you've spoken to Sensei, you've read the charts, then you want to know how to read the charts, to do it for yourself, not just have us tell you. That's where the Discord training course comes in. And we do something that nobody else does. And I'm very proud of this. It's only got launched yesterday. There it is in the chat. It will be below in the description of this video as well. As you can see from my portfolio, I'm making lots of money. I'm up today, nearly in fact, I'm over 7.5, nearly 8 grand today if you look at my Roth IRA and this included. So I'm making money. I'm being successful with my investments. That's why you watch. You're watching Sensei, he's successful. You're watching Vaz, he's successful. You're watching my portfolio go from 5,000 to just over 400 grand now, nearly $500,000 invested. That's why you watch the show, right? You don't want to watch people losing money. I mean, what's the sense of that? So because we're making money, we don't sell training programs. We give them to you. Others will charge you insane amounts of money to give you training programs because they have to make money somehow. We give it you because we make money from investing. And I always said we'd give back to our members more than anyone. And that's exactly what we do. So you've now got the newsletter. It's very inexpensive. That's not expensive at all. So get yourself the newsletter. If you want the training course, it's in the chat. And we have this. You can learn to trade from people that are doing it successfully. So let me come back here a moment and go into... let me go into our training video section. Look at this. Series 1, Part 1. It's on Discord. Discord is $2.99. We give it to you. That just covers the admin of it, right? And then when you go to Part 1, you'll see everybody who's watched it is talking in the chat and asking questions, and Sensei and myself are in here 24/7 answering the questions you've just watched from Part 1. Now, you don't have to scroll to the top. You simply go into here and you look for the pins, which is right at the top. There's the video. You click on the video. It plays for you. There is the video. And you've got your very own training videos. There's a whole series of these. Every week you're going to get one. We've given you this for free as part of our Discord Premium. It wasn't included before. We're just giving it to you because we want you all to be able to invest wisely. The purpose of this show is to help people at the end of the day. And I'd like to leave this as a legacy, something special when I'm no longer here in years to come. That's, literally already planning that now. Crazy, right? We're thinking that far ahead all the time. So go and check out that. And it's completely free. Now, when you click on Discord, the link I've given you in the chat will go to here. Now, you've got to be quick. Why? Not because I make loads of money. I'm trying to sell it to you. Not at all. Because we're going to top this out. When we can't do one-on-one to the standard that I want to do, that'll be it. We'll go no more. So there's 160 right now in the first few days. Well, in fact, 2 days we've been doing this. It's now 161. At some point, I'll go, that's enough. All right? You can join the server here for free. And when you join this server here for free, you will simply go to the welcome page. You won't see any of the premium stuff, but you can see the welcome page and learn what it's about. If you want our training course, you purchase for $2.99, not the training course, just Discord. You get this. And once it's fully done, it's fully done. We won't do it anymore. All right, there you go. That's how you can trade and invest. Now then, we have got, I just want to make sure, Vaz is still in the green room. Did you want to call in? Hold that up on the screen. Look at this. Check EVTL price. Okay, then I will. It's literally gone through the roof. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the price. 17% now. It's exploded. Vaz, just bring you back on again if you like, mate. Yes, look at that. It's up 17% now. Wow. Like 40 odd percent, 40 cents in the last few minutes. I'm not surprised. We'll rank number 1 for this on Google. We'll rank number 1 for this on YouTube. People are learning about it. We've got our first, proper test flight, winged test flight, as you talked about, and it's blowing up. But I know it's Sensei's bag to say the prices. This is not your expertise. It's not my expertise. But what do you think? You know the business. Would you be buying this now? Not from a technical point of view, but would you be buying this?
Yeah, I think you have still good entry point. If you look at the analysts' targets, they are like $12, $13, $9, $15. So there's still great upside. And also I mentioned warrants in my previous videos, and I'm now confident. Well, the first tranche is out of the way, so there will be no dilution at this point. You don't have to be afraid of that as an investor.
Right. Good.
The next point will be 750. So again, if we reach 750, there'll be about 4% or 5%. I don't remember now off the top of my head, but there will be a dilution. But again, that's conditioned by a milestone. And yeah, I think that's. I wouldn't chase it today. I would probably wait for tomorrow for a little cool off, because there will be probably sell off after hours. But you still have plenty of time.
Yeah. This is very often what happens with smaller companies like this. They pump into our videos and then sell afterwards. And not saying that we're pumping and dumping, folks. I do not own it. I only own the S&P. Do you own any of Vertical Aerospace, Vaz?
Yeah, I've got 1,000 shares.
Yeah, you own it. Yeah. I don't know if Sensei does, but I don't because I am just in the S&P, so everybody knows what I put on this show isn't designed to pump or dump anything. I'm only in the S&P. Wonderful stuff. Thank you for alerting us to that, mate, and sticking around. Really appreciate it. Cheers, mate. There you go. How about that? Pretty cool, right? You can see the smile on his face, right? He's so passionate about this. He's worked so hard on it. And he's brought it to you first before anybody, and it's just absolutely wonderful. So there we go. All right, folks. I'm going to keep going just for a moment because we've got the bell in just a couple of seconds. So we're going to go over now and answer a couple of questions. Let's have a look what we got in the chat. Keneal, interesting. Reading about this now. Hi, folks. Jeff. So I had access to Discord before and now I don't. Why? Because you never took advantage of the founder member deal. It expired. You didn't do it. It's now there's no free service anymore. You have to be a Discord premium member now to access Discord. That's why, Jeff. So that's the reason. So I have to pay extra for that. Yeah, it's not Discord is not for free. You can go on for free and you can get the welcome page for free. But if you want the service, it's $2.99. We can't make it any cheaper than that. And you will also get the training included for free as well. Plus many other things. We just launched today a 24-hour live video call where we're playing games together. We were in there earlier playing games together. It was a lot of fun. That was really enjoying that. We had some members playing there, so that was fantastic. Anyway, we are watching. We're watching Vertical Aerospace moving as we sit here and watch it. As Vaz said, look, there we go. Starting as we come into the end, we're just getting a bit of a trim off now. Hold back if you're going to pump into it. Don't buy a rally. Never do that. I mean, we will rank, and we do rank number 1 for this, so I'm not surprised people are excited talking about it, buying it. I would let it go right now and then wait, maybe like Vaz says, until tomorrow. And that isn't financial advice. Vaz is not our technical analyst. That's Sensei's job, and even Sensei will say this is not financial advice, and I will also do the same as well. We're here to help you, not to encourage you to buy. That's your own decision. All right, okay. Any more comments? So Jeff, does that all make sense to you now? I'll give you the Discord link again if you wish that. All right. Yep, it's coming down quite quickly now. Yep, it's just come down 20 cents. So you could start thinking about it now. If you are not a chart reader, you might consider You might consider that, or talk to Sensei. Don't forget, if you are on Discord, you can access Sensei 24/7 and myself and Vaz. Vaz is in there as well. Vaz has his own channel. I should probably point that out, actually, in here. Look at this. Oh, look at this. I shouldn't show you this, really, should I? Look. Leston Win. How do I pronounce that? It's the Iron Win, isn't it? It's Iron Win. I think I've got that right now. Iron Win and Alex are in the live chat playing games with each other. I mean, look, they're playing games. Shall we go in and have a little look? What are they doing in here? Look, they're in here. Look at this. Look, here they are, look. They're playing silly buggers. Look at this, look. They're in here. Look at them. Hey, look, there they are. What are they doing? He's going, what? I don't want to be on the telly. What's going on? I'm in this little room here to play games with me mate Alex. They didn't expect me to call in, did they? They didn't expect me to call in. They're playing games. They're playing Wordle. They're playing Lo-Fi. Battle tabs. Battle tabs. Join us after the show. We can play games with Look, he's thinking, go away. I was quite happy playing my game with my mate Alex. Look, they're laughing their heads off. They can't. Get out of our stream. Get out of it. Okay, I'll get out of it. All right, I'm gone. There you go. Leave them alone. I love this. Absolutely brilliant. So there you go. Oh, yeah. This is what I was going to show you before I messed around with those guys there. If you go down the bottom here, you will find that we've got the stars of YouTube. The YouTube stars. There's Sensei. I'm not in there. I'm not even ranked on my own show. I don't have my own page, but they do. Sensei does. He's got his own page. Look. Vaz, EVTL Hub, he's got his own page, and Ed Nevius. I want one now. Why don't I have one? And I'll put it right at the flipping top. There you go. All right. Okay. No one would join me for a game. They're in there. Him and Alex. I'm a bit upset. They should be watching the show. I might cancel that channel. In fact, I'm going to go back to Vaz. Vaz, do you like playing online games?
I used to.
Yeah. Don't you get into it, mate?
I'm fully committed now. I can't.
You got things to do. Go and research.
Exactly.
Go and research rockets and stuff. And EVTL, you ain't got time to play games with Iron Win and Alex. Did you see where Alex was? It's like he's embarrassed, isn't it? Like he's been caught out. Absolutely brilliant. There you go. So go and check out Discord. There's the link again. These are all the Discord premium services. Absolutely fantastic. Right. Okay, we got just a few minutes to go before the bell goes. Now, of course, all eyes tomorrow will be on NVIDIA. Now, you want to know what's coming next? We've got a big one. Zebic, yes, coming up in a few moments' time with the amazing Sensei. He's ready to go live in just a few minutes' time. Now, by the way, everybody that's joined Discord, you can send me a friend request and I'll accept it. Don't accept a friend request from someone pretending to be me. They're not me. I don't send friend requests ever. So what's coming up after the show? You might think that you're taking a trip to the movies to watch Marvel and Captain America, but you're not. You're watching Sensei Crypto. Yes. The ZBCN prediction. Zebic prediction. That comes up in 19 minutes. You saw what happened today? We gave everybody a warning. People on X didn't like it. Well, of course they didn't like it, because they're in the pump club with some paid promoters. Buy. Get excited, and then boom, down 20%. We warned everybody. We tried to help you. All our members won. Our members are paying attention. They bought it at the bottom. They didn't chase it. And here we go again. So Sensei is going to be live in 20. It's not live. It's a live premiere, so it'll be live chat. First time ever seen. ZBCN prediction. So you want to be in there for this, and Sensei will protect you from yourself. All right. Let me just make sure I've put that in there. Is that the right link? Which one have I got in here? Yes, it is. It's pinned to the top already. Let me make sure I've got it to go there at the end. I think I have. So I'm going to put next. Next. So we're going to ring the bell in just a couple of moments, and then I will send you over to the premiere. You cannot afford to miss this one if you are in Zebic. I know a lot of you are, but you bought it at the bottom. Here is Ian. What are you smoking? Here he is. Now, I've been saying Lestin win. I'm wrong, aren't I? It's not Lestin. It's an Ian. Tell me how to do it again. Tell me how to do it again. Is it Ian win? For some reason, I get this wrong all the time. Let's have a look. Yes, Daniel. Mobix Labs, you guys think Canan is a good buy. I've just done a full review on it. Go and check it out, Moon. Did you see it? Mobix is crashing. I did a review on that as well. Wow, skyrocket. You're talking about vertical aerospace. We actually discussing about the stock market. Playing poker later. Oh, are we? I'm in for that. Hey, Vaz, you play poker? Hey, Vaz, do you play poker? We're playing poker in Discord. Do you play poker?
For money? Yeah. It's great investment advice.
Yeah, we'll play for my shares of the S&P 500. I'll put a share down. Like $500. You raise me $500. One share of that'd be the big boy stuff, wouldn't it? Ooh, one old share of the S&P. I raise you 2 shares of the S&P. Right, that'd be good. All right, so yeah, we'll try that later on. That could be fun. I like a bit of that. Very good. Playing poker later on. Yeah, we'll join you. Yeah. Ian. Is it right? Have I got it right now? They pumped and dumped it here. They pumped and dumped it here. What a load of rubbish. 405 cars. Here we go again. Troll number 10 for the day. Oh, God. You know what time it is? It's time to be talking. It's not time to be talking EVTOLs. No, it ain't. It's time for something else. Where is it? I ain't done this for a while. Oh, I've been looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to this. Where is it? Not this button. Not this button. Where is it? Here it is. It's time. Have I broken it? Is that working? Why can I not hear it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, it's time to be talking. Whacker Troll, here it is. Here we go. They pumped and dumped it here. Yes, we told everyone to buy it, except we didn't. Yeah, Whacker Troll. Here we go. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. All right, let's get this out of the way. Come on, where's my little screen? I haven't done this for a while. Dooby-dooby-doo, boo-boo, shooby-doo-boo, shoo-doo-boo-boo. All right, Whacker Troll. Who we got this afternoon? We got 405 cars who just lost all his money because he bought the pump and he went, well, somebody on X kept telling me to buy. They pumped and dumped it here, except we didn't. I don't own any of it. How could you be so stupid? Look, here's my money, all of it, 100% on the S&P 500. There it is, live on the screen for you. We told you what to do. We gave you the prices. We told you people were lying to you on X. Did you listen? Did you buggery? Right, there it is. ZBCN down 13% today. Nobody here pumped and dumped it. You can't pump what you don't own and you can't dump what you don't own. So you're talking rubbish. There we go. We tried to warn you. Doop, doop, doo, shibby, boop, boop, boo. There we go. There's a bit of Whacker Troll. We like a bit of Whacker Troll from now and again. So there you go. They pumped and dumped it here. No, you pumped and dumped it yourself. You did it to yourself. You got yourself to blame if you listen to idiots on X who are paid to tell you stuff. All right. Yestin. It's Yestin. Right, now he's told me. It's Yestin win. Right, Yestin. I'm going to get this right in a minute. Martyn, poker, best investment advice when it's free. Yeah, all in. Whacker Troll, Yestin win. Why don't you just put a Y then? If it's Yestin win, why don't you just put a Y? That'd be easier. Right, Whacker Troll, it's pronounced Yestin win. All right, just change your spelling then, just for my benefit. Yeah, there he is. Who we got here? 1970 A Buckley. Hello, 1970 A Buckley. How are you? Got it, thanks, Martyn. All right, spot on. Mobix Labs. What happened to Virgin Galactic Short Squeeze? Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. It's time to Whacker Troll. I love it. Let's bring it up on the screen. Whacker Troll. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, music. Go. All right, Whacker Troll. What's going on? All right. Well, apparently we didn't have a short squeeze. So shall we go and have a look at it? All right, let's go and have a look at it, shall we? Let me rewind that. Let me take that down. Apparently, we didn't have a short squeeze, according to this guy here. What happened to the short squeeze? Well, we did. We did. Let me show you what happened. For those of you who were watching the show. So right here, we had volume go to 26%. 26%. Volume was 10 times the daily volume. We had a short squeeze. Whoop, straight up. A lot of people took profit. Now it's put down again. I can't help. I can't do nothing about that. It could have carried on going and it will eventually go to $100. But a lot of people made a lot of money in this rally, over 130%. That was a short squeeze. It did 100% short squeeze. Did it continue? No, it didn't. People took profits, just like they did today with Zebic. So there you go. We did have a short squeeze, so there it is. Robbie, whack a troll. Yeah, get him, Martyn. I love it. Me and Yestin, there you go, are in the background of the show, live and laughing. I'll bloody catch you. You better not be in here again. They are. Right, let's catch them out. What are they doing? They better not be running around. Let's go. Here they are. Look. Oh, look, we got Alex having a sneaky cigarette. This is what happens. Look at his little face. Yeah, that's what happens. If you're gonna be in our Discord, mate, and you're gonna be messing and buggering around, right? Expect us to surprise you. Let me unmute it. I wonder if we can hear you. Go on, say something.
Wait, did you get in on the live?
Yeah. You're live on the show. You're live on the show, sitting there with your mate, Yestin Wynn, smoking a cigarette. I'll leave you to it.
It's a bad habit. It's a bad habit.
It's a bad habit. I know you never do it on the show, but I won't do that again. I promise. Until the next time. All right. See you in a bit. Yeah. Whatever. There we go. Let's get out of there. I love it. Brilliant. Oh, God. Kent Paranormal. Hello, people. I should have took profit in space as everyone else did. Yeah. But I did say I'm holding and I'll be richer than those that took. That is true. Yes. Okie dokie. We got 5 minutes ago. We're going to hand you over. Do you know what? You've stayed all the way to the end. You were supposed to go away and just chill out. You weren't supposed to do anything, but you've stayed to the end. So you might as well ring the bell with me. I've got the bell ready to go. We're all set to go. And then we can go straight over to Sensei's premiere. Exciting day. Are you in Virgin Galactic, Vaz?
I think 200 shares. I took some profits as well.
Oh, there you go. You see, no one ever lost money taking profit.
I've learned a lot last year that exactly you can't lose money when you're taking profits.
And if you keep doing it over and over again, it adds up, right?
Yeah. I would rather have 10% in one day than 20 or 30 next month.
And then lose it again.
Say again.
And then lose it again.
And then lose it again.
If you can keep making, keep making profits all the time, and I'm going to use the example I've used 1,000 times before, and this has done me proud. When I was on the cruise ships and everybody else got off, and I stayed on. I knew what my goal was. My goal was to buy a house. My house in England. Now my goal is to get to $1 million and grow the best YouTube channel in the world. I'm focused on one goal and one goal alone. That's it. And when I was on the ships, my goal was not to meet girls and get off on the beach and take drugs and get drunk and mess around. My job was to buy a house. And people said, why are you bothering? You're getting $1 tips. 4 years, day in, day out. I'll tell you a little secret, Vaz, between me and you and the rest of the world. There was a policy on the ships, on a Carnival cruise ships, in fact, all of them, because Carnival own all of the Holland Americas, Royal Caribbean, all of these people, right? They have cash machines on the ship. So when you go on, you can get cash out to tip people and stuff like that, because everything's tippable on the ships, right? So what I used to do is at the end of my night, I would have all these $1 bills and 5s and 10s and 20s, sometimes hundreds, and I'd put them in the machine. I'd have a pile like that, like a big pile. And I was there for like 5 minutes, stuffing it in, right? And then every you could change it into hundreds. Okay. So what I would do is I'll stuff it in. And then I would say, right, I want now four $100 bills. Right. So I put in like 400 ones, but now I want four 100s. Out they come. Me Benjamin Franklins, right? I got me Benjamin Franklins. So then what I used to do then is I used to get off the ship every time it ported, every sort of 4 or 5 days. So it would be in Florida, it'd be in the Florida Keys, it would be in Mexico, it would be in California, it'd be wherever it was. And I'd get off with all my $100 bills, run to the Bank of America and stuff them in that machine. And by the end of it, I had enough, bought my house, right? Well, here's the story, here's the funny part of it. So these machines on the ship, they're designed for the guests. The staff can use them, but the staff don't really have much money, but I had loads, right? So it wasn't designed for us, but we were allowed to use it because they didn't expect us to have so much money, right? It was for the guests to change money for them, you know, the tip in the waiters and that stuff, whatever. Serving teams and whatever. So because I was every night stuffing hundreds of ones in there every single night, right? This went on for a few months. And in the end, there was a company-wide HR, human resource message that went out saying staff can no longer use these machines to put their money in because the machines are getting stuffed up and they're breaking and so on and so forth. And it was down to me. I actually changed company policy across 4 cruise lines because Carnival CCL own all these cruise lines. And the whole company policy across all the 4 main cruise lines changed because of Martyn Lucas, the world piano man, stuffing in. I was making thousands of dollars every night. And they changed the policy. And then from that moment on, I had to go to the paymaster with a bag now. So now once a week, not once a day, once a week with I used a pillowcase and go, and he'd put it through a machine. It'd go through a machine, but I couldn't use the thing. That's a true story, that is. And then I ended up buying my house with it. There you go. True story. I actually broke the system on Carnival.
Well done, Martyn. Well done.
I know. That's my claim to fame. Right, okay. Let's get ready to go. We've got 1 minute to go. The bell's about to go. We are very, very close now from breaking an all-time high on the S&P 500. When we do, look at this, up we go. Someone said to me today, well, you didn't make $10,000 on a day when it opened up. Oh, you're wrong. Well, I've made about 8.5. I'm sorry, because there's 7 on here, then the Roth IRA. I made about 8.5. So I didn't quite make 10, but still a good day, right? I mean, you know, whatever. Now listen, folks, when we hit the all-time high, we're going through 10% and then we'll go sideways. It's not a time to buy. You're already in. You don't want to be chasing the market. Let it just cool off. But it will rally past the all-time high, which is just around the corner. So it's very, very exciting. So I'll be ready. 20 seconds to go. And then we'll say ta-ra to you. Me and Vaz will sign off and send you over to the big show, which is, no, it's not. That's not the big show. This is the big show. The big premiere with the big man, Sensei. All right, here we go. In 5, 4. Look at going up after hours. 3, 2, 1. Booty. The bell has gone. We are into overtime and it's going up after time. Overnight, after hours, whatever you want to call it. Lovely, lovely stuff. This is a lot to do with NVIDIA tomorrow. So NVIDIA tomorrow, you want to make sure that you are in for that. Now we are covering this. I've got a couple of minutes to give you the link. So this is where we're going to go next. The link's in the chat. There she goes. After hours, if it breaks the all-time high, it's going up 10%. I'm loving it. There is the show. Yep, we're going Captain America. You've seen it. All right, all that. Sensei won't listen. He won't listen. The other day, I did the thumbnail. I said, Sensei, I'm doing the thumbnail for you. He got more views on that one than any of his others, being boring. Next day, he's back to this again. He can't help himself, can he? He can't help himself. Tomorrow, it's NVIDIA Day. Look at all the members that are joining for this. It's a members event. The biggest stock in the world, I'm doing members only. Getting a bit big-headed now, aren't I? I'm getting a bit cocky for myself. The biggest show in the world and you're doing it for members only. Yeah, I am. Because we've got nearly 2,000 members. We want to provide a service. So It probably won't be members only. It'll be members only chat. All right, let's say that. I can't go members only for the show. That'd be stupid. All right, that's NVIDIA. Do you want the link for that? Okay, here we go. Right, we got 2 minutes. It's time for Sensei's premiere. And here it is. You ready? Okay, Sensei's premiere is ready. Right, here's all the links you need. If you want to become a member for tomorrow's event, there's a membership link. If you want Instagram, there it is. If you want Discord, the training courses, join me and Vaz and Yestin, and Alex for a game of poker tonight. You've heard Vaz. He's told you. He's putting $1 million down on the table. It's going to be a great night, mate. Yeah, thereabouts, mate. Thereabouts, and it should be a good night. And then in the morning we've got Sensei's breakfast show, plus we've got NVIDIA Day, and it's going to be a good night. Are you excited, mate?
I am, yeah.
You don't sound very excited.
I woke up excited.
You woke up excited, always ready. Yep. You know what else is always ready? There's one thing in this world, only one thing that's always ready. There's only one thing that's always ready. What is like always ready? Can't think. You might. Shark? Is a shark always ready? No. What about a lion? Is a lion always ready?
A fly.
A fly? Yeah, not too bad. If you want to catch a fly, they've got to go backwards. I'll tell you what's always ready. In any direction. A bloody spider. Think about a spider. He's got arms and legs every angle, eyes on every angle. Wherever you come at a spider, he's always ready. Always. And if you don't think they're ready, that's when they are ready. You go and touch a cobweb. Touch a cobweb. Go on, touch a cobweb. Reach out and touch it. The second you touch it, there he is. He's a spider. He's there. He's awake again. Spiders are always ready, all right? So we're always ready on this show because I'm Spider-Man, a bit like Sensei with his flipping Captain American flipping thumbnail. Anyway, he'll stop doing that one day. I'm sure he will. Right, okay, it's time to go. It's time to get ready for our premiere. It says it starts in 60 seconds. We might as well wait for the countdown, and then we'll go and annoy Yestin and Alex. Come on, Discord, Martyn. There we go. He's coming in now saying, come on in. What they doing? I ain't got time for this, mate. We got a premiere. So I'm going to give you the final thoughts. Vertical Aerospace, it just trimmed a little bit. Was that an opportunity? What do you reckon? It trimmed a little bit.
Yeah, I would wait. I think tomorrow, as it does usually, we have a slight sell-off for the NVIDIA earnings, don't we? So we might get better
If
position.
NVIDIA goes down, vertical go down. Why? Because the overall sentiment of the market. If people start feeling it's profit-taking time, big rally today leading up to the NVIDIA earnings. I do predict a beat. I do predict 140. I do predict 200 within 12 months. And Sensei is going to give you much more precise numbers than that. Because tomorrow morning after the breakfast show with Sensei, we are going to be doing an NVIDIA day. We've got a whole breakdown. We've got a whole chart analysis for you, the works. I mean, it's going to be a fantastic day tomorrow with all the buy zones, sell zones, where we predict it going. I mean, why wait until the earnings, then react? Get our show notes. If you've not yet signed up for the newsletter, I reckon you should get it now. How long have I got? He's just about to go live. So there's the Discord training course. So learn how to read the charts and also have fun with poker night with the lads. We just added that in there. That's a free perk. Added that in. That's done. And then someone said the other day, has Elon Musk got a plan? No, he ain't got a plan. I watched an interview of him the other day. He says, no, he just always creating. There you go. I'm the same. I've just invented it. Every night, poker night after the show. It's a free perk of being a member on Discord. Just made it up. And here is the newsletter. There is the newsletter. All right. Spaceship number 9 on the moon. Spaceship number 9, Stu. What's all that about? Right. I've missed that. Have I missed something? I think I have. Here we go. Here we go. The premiere's about to start in 1 minute, 30 seconds. So we're going to go over there now. Me and Vaz are going to wrap up the show and send you all there. You look like you were going to say something then. Was you going to say something?
No, I was just reacting to the spaceship. It's Starship, SpaceX.
Oh, Starship. Yes, I saw that take off earlier. Except spaceship number 9 to the moon. It ain't going the moon though, is it? So spaceship's wrong, to the moon's wrong. Is it number 9? I mean,
It is.
It is number 9. All right, Stu.
It's flight number 9, yeah.
Number 9 was good, but it should be Starship back down to Florida again. That's what it should be, isn't it? Did it just go up? Is it going up and around the Earth, though, isn't it? It goes around the Earth,
Yep.
doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Why do they keep doing that, Vaz? They go up and around the Earth and back down again. I've never saw the point of that. Something to do, innit?
Ask Elon.
Do you reckon do you reckon there's somebody on there watching Coronation Street?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
I reckon they are. I reckon there's someone doing that. Otherwise, what's the point? Sensei, Vaz, sorry. I've got to go. The premiere starting in like 30 seconds. Until next time, take care of yourselves.
And each other.
That's it. Ta-ra. Bye-bye. Watch the premiere. Here we go.